Action. Alright, girl. I'm back. You back. We back. Just like a spine hole. You already know it's me, your girl P, your favorite bitch and your favorite witch. Welcome to this week's episode of Postscript, also known as PS, the talk show. We're going to start our episode with one of my favorite segments. I hope it's one of your favorite segments. P's favorite pieces. And I finally do actually have some little Dollar Tree finds to show y'all. And I don't just gotta keep saying, oh, I found this, oh, I found this, oh, I found this. Because once I be putting stuff up, I'm feeling like taking it back down, taking it back out, all that. But I did it for you today, so be grateful. First thing we want to start with is this little shimmer dry oil. It's what it's called. It says multi-purpose dry oil, radiant glow for face and body. I wouldn't put this on my face, but I have used it on my body, and it's tea. So if you know me personally, I'm obsessed with, oh, I don't have one over here, but I'm obsessed with them Bath and Body Works sprays with all the glitter in it. I love them so bad. And if you don't think I added some of this to my last little bit that I got left in one of my bottles, and did. And I like the fact that it's a dry oil too, so it don't like leave no sticky feeling. But it got a nice like little, let me see if I can put it on camera. Show y'all the little shimmer that she gives. You see that? Very cute, very nice, very sexy. Let me see if I can rub it in a little bit. You see? I don't even know if you can see, but I hope you can see. Right? I don't know. But cute little shimmer, nice little shine. It dries instantly, and then it just leaves like little gold flakes. So one of my favorite lotions is by Shea Moisture, and they got this lotion that got glitter in it. So I love the sparkle. I love to be shiny. So that's my first little Dollar Tree find I want to talk about. My next one, I told y'all I had been looking for these, and I finally found them a couple weeks ago. These are just like the little all-over spray-on deodorants. Let me just tell you, during trail ride season, this is the best thing you could ever have for your life, ever, okay? Because you be sweating in places you didn't even know you could sweat. So you need a good little whole body spray, aluminum-free deodorant. But yeah, it's clearly a Native dupe, and y'all know that the Native be like $15, and this was $3 because it's a Dollar Tree Plus item. So yeah. Okay, no, they actually is the same size, but this is fucking $15. This is $3. And it's the same thing. It is paraben free and aluminum free for $3. This can is just a little bit more fatter than this one, I feel like. I don't know. Same scent, cucumber mint, and they use green because they're really trying to dupe them. So shout out to Dollar Tree. My next find, this is a new find. This just came out on the little Dollar Tree beauty aisle last week. But this is a shave oil. And it smells like vanilla cashmere or something like that. Or whatever it's like, vanilla cream. It smells like cocoa butter and like shea butter. Like, you know, like that light but refreshing vanilla cocoa-ish scent. This is also a shave oil. Now, I personally don't shave. I don't own razors. But I like to put this on and lather up real good in the shower and just make my skin just feel moisturized and delicious. So if you see this, and this one smells really good. This one's like hibiscus or something. Oh no, it's wildflower, but whatever. If you see this one in your Dollar Tree, or you see this one in your Dollar Tree, I personally like to use it in the shower as like a little, like, you know, in shower moisturizer. Because one thing about me, I love to be nice and shot up. So yeah. Oh, and apparently this new one has AHAs in it and coconut oil. So I don't know if you knew this, but you could definitely use shave oil, like, you know, on your body. And you don't even have to shave with it. So there's that. Or if you are a person that shaves and like to shave, get the shave oil to shave. Last two things I want to talk about from my Dollar Tree finds. I have been looking for these oils forever, and I have not seen them in my personal Dollar Tree. So what did I do over the weekend? The thing that I usually do. Ride around to the rich little neighborhoods or neighborhoods I never been to and go to the Dollar Tree. So I found this one in Humble out there by the airport. And I use this one in the morning, like on my body, before I put my clothes on, and then I use this one at night when I got to shower. So again, I told y'all I like to be nice and moisturized. But this one I won't use a whole lot of it. I'll mix it with like lotion, and then this one in the morning is just like a little refresher. So it said you can use it for your face and body, but I just use it for body. And I like that it's a day and a night thing. Like, that's so cute. That's all I got for this week for my Dollar Tree finds for P's favorite pieces. The other thing I want to talk about for P's favorite pieces is I will see y'all on Saturday at Fantastic Voyage, because we outside, period. And for our next segment of today, which is questions that need answers. You booked your flights, you booked your rooms, you got your Airbnbs, because homecoming is coming up Whoop-de-doo. What pissed me off today, it wasn't per se today, but it was a few days ago. It was on Friday specifically. I just want to say rest in peace to Assata Shakur, because that really, like, did something to me. Like, when I was a kid, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't a Panther. Like, you couldn't tell me that I was not one of them. I'm like, where do I get a beret from? My grandfather bought me, like, some fingerless leather gloves. I used to wear my hair afros all the time. Like, I really thought I was a Panther. Like, I've always been the woman who I am since I was a child. And I feel that it's because the things that I didn't consume were censored. Nobody never said, don't listen to that, don't watch that, don't read that, don't look at that. So I just took in everything as much as I could. So that really did hurt my heart, like, to hear that, Assata did pass away. So that's really all I just want to talk about. Just a little moment of silence for her, and everything that she stood for and the message that she is. So rest in peace to my girl Assata. But for more this week, this song came on. I know I talked about this album a couple weeks ago, but that Fire Girl by Teyana Taylor got me in a chokehold, dog. That might be my favorite song off the album. Like, I really love that song so bad. For our next segment, we're going to get into Conscious Cunt. And something that I've been focusing on more recently that I didn't even realize it until today when I wrote it down was I have been internalizing and conceptualizing the kind of elder that I want to be, as far as like being like a aunt or like even like a grandmother or just even a trusted adult in the community. So I really want you to think about the type of elders that you grew up around and like the kind of elder that you want to be, because I loved my elders, right? But it's not per se that they were the kind of people who was like, I don't know, like, I just feel like I don't have the kind of like grandmothers or like that people have, or like, I love my grandmother, that's my girl, she cool, but like, she is just like normal. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say for real, but I know the kind of elder that I want to be. And not that there's nothing wrong with the elders that I have in my life, but I want to be a little bit more of a resource. Not saying that they aren't resources, but they aren't forthcoming with it. Like, I know a lot of stuff about my grandmother or my grandparents because I would ask. I'm a very curious child. I always wanted to know something. Always wanted to know a question. Always wanted to know why, or where this came from, or why you say that, or like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just very inquisitive. So that, I feel like that's how I get a lot of knowledge on the elders in my life. But through like storytelling, I guess that's what I'll say. But I just want to be like, like, for example, this is dropping on the 1st. So I'm going to give y'all a good little hoodoo ho-ho tip at, when we get to our next segment. But, for example, I want the kids who come from me, the grandkids who come from me, the nieces, nephews who come from me, to know that when it's the 1st, you're supposed to blow cinnamon into your front door and wash your door down. And, pray over it. Speak intentional to it. You can have a good month. So you can, have a good relationship with your prosperity, a good relationship with your intention, a good relationship with your gratitude. So, like, it's not that, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I do know that I want to be a source and wealth of knowledge, because one of my favorite things that I hear about me when people tell me, they're like, oh, you're so resourceful, or like, oh, you always know a hack, or you always know a loop, or you always know this, or like, one of the other things that people always tell me is like, oh, you always know like what stuff is called, like the name of it, not, and I don't even know. Oh, I guess the first example that came to my head was, I was talking to somebody about something about the color taupe, and they was like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, it's a shade of like tan. And they're like, who the fuck just knows that that's called taupe? And I'm like, I don't know, but like, I kind of want to implement that into the family that comes from me. So that's just something that I've been thinking about very heavily. When I think about the farm, and I think about what that's going to be for me, and that new door that's going to open up. So yeah, very, very Sankofa, very, very go back and get, I'm rambling, but I digress. All right, for our last segment, I didn't even say this last week, which is crazy to me, but our last segment today is hashtag I cannot make this shit up. So like I said, this is dropping on the 1st. Today's the 1st. Well, today's not the 1st, but when you're watching this, it's going to be the 1st. And I just really want to give you a quick little hoodoo ho hack help, Like I said, I just want to give you a little hoodoo ho hack and help. So with it being the first, that is, you know, the opening of a new portal, of a new realm of the month beginning. And October is one of my favorite months because bitch is about to be Halloween. And if it's about to be Halloween, it's definitely about to be homecoming. But anyhow, we'll get into that a little bit later. On the first, you should definitely blow cinnamon into your front door. Cinnamon is a warming herb, and warming herbs are typically associated with things like abundance, prosperity, or money. So, you know, take a little bit of handful of cinnamon, pray over it, speak your intention to it, blow it into the front door. And then also get you a little wash together, like a little floor wash, intention wash. Like you could use what's in your cabinet. So like if you got bay leaves, star anise, cinnamon, and get you a little bit of Florida water. If you got some of that, put that together with some hot water, wash your door down. Speak over it, pray over it. Speak the things that you want to come to fruition into your life. I feel like that's something that we say, but it's not a practice that we do. So like people always saying, oh, speak it into existence, speak it into existence. But I quite literally mean that. Everything I do and everything I want, it's something that I saw for myself and went after. Something that I saw for myself and spoke life into. So it happened. So I want that for you too. So make sure that you know, say a prayer, blow your cinnamon, wash your door down. Happy first of the month. Drink your water, mind your business. And pay your fucking rent. As I told y'all last week on September the 22nd, the planet Mars did move into the astrological sign of Scorpio. And Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. So Mars in Scorpio means that, you know, the planet Mars is at home in the sign of Scorpio. So when things are at home in something, you know, it's just gives very, oh, we about to get this together. We about to get it right. We really about to, you know, get the law in order, like I told y'all last week. So Mars is the planet of action. You know, it's a verb. It's what you do. Do y'all remember that off of Disney Channel when they used to come on? A verb. It's what you do. Anyhow, Mars is the planet about how you show up. So like I said, you know, Mars is at home in Scorpio. So now it's going to be illuminating those things and those patterns about how you take action, how you show up. So whatever is illuminated to you that maybe needs to be upgraded, elevated, or changed, take heed in that. But also don't always be the person trying to worry about what's going wrong in your life. I want you to also take heed of the things that are working for you and the things that have made change possible for you. And so then we're going to talk about the Scorpio side of that. You know, Scorpio is the sign of mystique, the sign of the underworld. I don't know. When I think about Scorpio, I just think about like Hades' house in the movie Hercules. Remember when he was swimming through the little river of all the dead bodies of like people, you know, in what the church people call it? Purgatory. Like that's just what I feel like is Scorpio. Like I see that water with all them bodies. Or even remember in Beetlejuice when they opened the door and he was like, this is the room of the lost souls. But so in Mars being the planet of action and how you show up, now the things that are going to be illuminated is how you show up in the theme of Scorpio things. So like that shadow work that I like to talk about, Scorpio is the sign of that. So I feel that things that are going to be unearthed to you. But with us being in Libra season, I do want you to check that Libra season theme things like that people pleasing. We're not worried about how other people feel about when you got something to say or about how something makes you feel. We're worried about you being able to have a voice and speak your truth. So check that at the door. And then really this is the good time to really think things fully through. And when I say that, I want you to understand the way that my brain works and because of how I was raised. So I would do something, I would be doing something like running or like jumping like or whatever, right? And so what I would always hear is like, oh, stop running or stop jumping because this is going to happen and then this is going to happen and then you think that I'm going to do this because they're like, so right? So it would just be shit like, oh, stop running in the house because then if you slip and fall and then you're going to break a tooth and then you're going to want me to take you to the dentist and I'm not doing that and you think you're about to be here crying and shit. Like, so that's how my brain works. I think everything all the way through, but I also think everything through in worst case scenario. Don't do that. Think everything through with best case scenario. But yeah, bring back critical thinking because some people just don't be thinking about nothing at all. So see all the possibilities and acknowledge the worst case scenario, but don't make that be your default setting. And then when I was writing out the script, I just got this little image of like a candle wick burning at two ends or even like, you know, if you are familiar with like, you know, little rituals and practices and stuff, you ever do like a cord cutting ritual when you get like the piece of wicker and burn it. I just saw that when I was like writing out the script. So I want you to think about life as like a candle wick. So if you like this one in and like this one in, and you allow them to burn completely all the time, at the same time, at the same length, at the same rate, bitch, you're gonna implode. But you know, I'm not saying that you can't burn both sides of the wick, but you can't burn both sides of the wick simultaneously, equally. Because like I said, you will implode. Burn a little bit on this side, burn a little bit on that side, burn a little bit on this side, burn a little bit on that side. We're talking about that balance. We in Libra season, like I told y'all. So think about reciprocity. What you're either putting too much in, not getting enough back, or what you're not putting enough in and you're getting a lot back. So Mars and Scorpio, I already know how that's like affecting me with that shadowy thing. Everything people been saying to me, I'm like, you lying. Like, I can't even explain it, but I'm just like, oh yeah, you not telling the truth, bitch, that's a lie. So I don't know. I just wanted to say that. And so to bring back that candle wick analogy, you know, some people like to work hard and not play hard. Some people like to play hard and not work hard. So think about the things that you enjoy doing, and then I want you to also be able to show up for yourself in your life and be an active participant in the same exact way. And that ties back to that Libra thing. Libras are very concerned with how other people feel and how the experience is for other people. And that's fine and all. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But the way that you want to love others, I want you to be able and capable to love yourself just as much. So like, for example, like I want to be a trad wife, no shade, not even gonna hold you. But I know that I want to do those things because I enjoy when I clean the house, bitch, and it's just me in here. I enjoy when I do the laundry and fold it and everything's crisp and clean and together. And I enjoy when I cook my dinners and I eat them. So I can't imagine what I'm gonna feel like when I get to like iron a nigga shirt, put his work clothes out, pack his lunch, make breakfast in the morning before he leave. Like that kind of stuff makes my blood run through my veins. But I understand that I will enjoy doing that for somebody else because I enjoy doing it for me. So like the way that I take care of me is the way that I can't wait to take care of my family. Like I can't wait to like just really. My friend told me that she's like, yeah, you got a person that'll have kids out of spite to show everybody else they doing it wrong. So like I really just can't wait to, you know, show people it's a possibility of a way of life and a kind of family that you can have that is something of value and morality. So the last two things I want to talk about is, you know, the moon will be in Pisces this weekend. So please watch your consumption. Please watch your drug use. Please watch your alcohol consumption. Don't be trying to overindulge or numb or, you know, avoid the shadowy things because of the Mars and Scorpio stuff. And don't overpromise and underdeliver. Nobody likes that. So, you know, don't be checking out this weekend. This ain't the time for you to be recluse. Be around your friends. Do something fun. Do something cute. It's the first weekend of the month. And then Venus is also in Virgo right now. So with Venus and Virgo is in its fall. So that means that, you know, it is that worst case scenario energy like I was talking about. But with Virgo being the checklister, I want you to allow reality to set in. So sometimes people lie enough and tell lies so much that they start to believe them. Allow yourself to unsubscribe to a couple lies that you're allowing yourself to believe, because that's going to be good for you for the greater good. Because what's good for the goose ain't always good for the gander. That's all I got. Like I said, I'll see y'all outside this weekend at Fantastic Voyage. You already know you're gonna find me on the dance floor. So yeah, you know how we have episodes. Bitches be mad because they be hating, and bitches be hating because they be mad. Bye y'all.